Hi, in today's video we are going to be discussing how to set up basically an hours or a navigation page. And so I'm going to go through the structure of how to do this, and hopefully you'll be able to follow along. People have asked me to talk slower, so I'm going to. Inside our panel, once we're in the admin panel, we're going to be hitting our home button, and this takes us to the main menu, which you'll see a lot of different folders and a lot of different functions that we can have. What we're going to look for is the fourth or fifth icon over. Sometimes the width of your screen will actually move these icons around. So if the icons have been moved around, we're going to be looking for View Navigation Page or Add Navigation Page. But since I've already made the page, you guys could go ahead and click Add Navigation Page and call it Hours or Business Hours. As I've done it, it's called Hours, and so it's inside the navigation folder. You're going to see Hours. So I'm going to go ahead and hit Edit, and you can see here the name of it is Hours, or we could put it Business Operation, Operation Hours, however you would like your hours to be. Well, where does this end up? Well, if we click on the website and we look, here's the navigation bar. So any of those navigation pages that you add will end up on the top of this bar at the top. Let's take a look and see what it looks like. So it comes up and it shows that they're but it's not really user friendly to be able to read it this way. And so what we did was we just pasted it in there for them. Let's go back to the admin panel for a minute, and I usually use my tabs in Chrome to be open. I know there's a lot of them. Let's close some of them so it's not overwhelming. I work on a lot of different websites using my software, and so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to break it down. Now we have two tabs, and we can flip back and forth to look at the changes and to go into the admin panel. So as we look at it, we have a column that shows the date and the time to the ending time. So the date and the time, so we would have two columns. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into a table, and it's going to ask me a question. It's going to say how many rows do you want, and I think we got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So that's 7 rows. So I'm just going to give 7 rows with 2 columns, and this should enter after I put OK. It will give us our columns of where we'd want it to be. So just by taking the first day, I'm going to highlight it, cut it out of there, and put it here in the column. Take the date and time that they are open and put it in the second column. Okay, and now you can kind of see what I'm doing. So I'm going to take Tuesday out, and you could manually type this too, but when I want to be more organized, I just go ahead and put them in. That way I can see where I'm going with it and not forget what date and time I'm doing. So I'm just going to go ahead and put another hour. We cut and we paste, and we go down the next one. And Wednesday, look at it, Wednesday didn't have a time from what I took off of his website, but I'm going to go ahead and give him one anyway. And I'm going to just take the same hours because I know he's open at that same time. And then we have a Thursday, and cutting this one out here, and we're putting it in here. And we have a Friday, and then I think they're all the same. So we're going to cut this one out and put it here, and then Saturday, cut it out, and we're putting it in here, and so on, so on. So we're going down. And I think that Saturday or Sunday is actually closed, he puts it. So let's just put closed here on Sunday and closed on Saturday, and it probably the rest of the hours are like 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. as it goes down, probably on these days. I'm not really sure exactly, but he can log in here and change these. That's the beauty of using this program, is he can come in here at any time and go ahead and change it. So we're going to go ahead and cut this out here, and looks like I had an extra day here, so I'm just going to go ahead and cut this out and put it up here somewhere. And he might be open on Saturday as well, I'm not sure. So let's say I move the whole thing down. I can say hours open like this, and I can go ahead and make this by changing the normal paragraph font to a heading 1, which gives it that little look there. And so I can go ahead and hit submit, And once it's been saved, I can click View on that navigation just to see what it comes up. And it kind of looks nice. I mean, it could be a little bit bigger, so we could actually make this a little bit bigger because look at all this space we have over here. So let's make it a little bit easier to read by re-editing the same thing, and we're just going to increase the font by going font size. Let's give it something a little larger, and then I think it's pretty large, definitely readable. If we go table properties, we could make the width, let's say 600 width by height of 600, and just see how that looks. That's pretty big, and actually that didn't work, so we're just gonna undo it one more time and leave it for right now. But I was gonna, we could actually center all this, so let me just select all this and we'll center it. I'll take a look at it here and see how it looks. We're refreshing, and then your hours are centered, and then you'll see the hours are here. And we'll probably go over this, but that's how you would enter a table into the site, and it kind of gives you an idea of how to make a navigation link, which would be found here. And then that way when you create the navigation, you can go ahead and put anything on this list. Well, thank you for visiting and taking a look at this video. Hopefully it helped.